Or let me see this somebody gave me. What's up, y'all? It's Simpson We and KAC. Welcome back to another video. I hope you guys will enjoy this. It will make my day if y'all can like, subscribe, and don't forget to comment. Right? Yeah, you better knock it down, right? But what's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? I'm gonna be here real shortly, real short. So I got called out today by a sister, y'all. And it was, I don't know, I guess, if you think something about you, you normally would get in your feelings really, really easily. So my sister had called me and was like, you got beef with me? I'm like, what? I'm like, what you talking about? She was like, because the comment that I posted on Facebook, right? I was like, okay, what comment? She was like, the comment that I posted on your page. Pretty much, I've already talked about this. I just haven't opened it up, and I hope I'm not private. But anyway, I had posted on my Facebook page that I was so mad, on Monday after, like, what was 2 weeks ago, a week ago, whatever. I was so mad that I needed my son father to come here and, like, chit chat with me to cool me the fuck down, right? So he was like, "What happened? What's going on?" Da da da. So I was just like, it was just good, to have somebody that's not going to judge me and pretty much, like, just listen and basically tell me that my stuff stink. So my sister was like, "You ain't see my status on Facebook?" I was like, "No." And, like, I don't look at people status on Facebook. She was like, "Oh, because I thought you seen it." And I was like, "What did it say?" Right? She was like, it said something in the midst that you crazy, you need to seek help, yeah, I said it, F your feelings. And I was like, oh girl, I just saw, I seen it, and I seen it today because I went looking for it. I was like, oh, I just seen this today, right? So I was like, what made you say that, I have, we have beef or we're not cool? She like, because, and I was like, well, I know Kendall or Mika, whatever I say is cool, they're not going, but I haven't said anything about anybody. She was like, oh, I was watching your YouTube channel. I'm like, oh. I'm like, well, some of the stuff that I've been posting has been old. Like, it's a lot of videos from 2018 that I'm posting that I already recorded. And I always tell y'all, if I record it, like I'm talking funny because I'm sleeping. If I record it, I'm going to post it, right? So she was like, on one of your videos, you said you only mess with two of your sisters. And I'm like, oh, okay. You can't get mad at that because you don't call me, right? And sometimes when I do call you, you too busy to talk to me, right? So you can't get mad at me. So then she was like, do we have issues? I was like, no. I was like, the only issues that, like, one, she was like, I just feel as though, like, if you have an issue with me, you should bring it to my attention right then and there. Don't wait months, when everything. I was like, I'm good. I'm cool. So I was like, the only issues I had with you is, one, back 2 years ago for New Year's, I said we was over your house and Kason was slamming, he was closing, he wasn't slamming the doors, but he was closing the doors. And I tell everybody, my baby is heavy handed. So, like, when Kason do stuff, it's going to hurt a little bit more, or it's going to be a little bit more behind it because he's very heavy handed. So she goes upstairs and she was yelling at Casey. Okay, go right ahead. So then Kason came downstairs, but she was upstairs and she disciplined him. She did not hit him, but she disciplined him. Okay? So I sat downstairs and I was cool. But Then, she came downstairs and she did it again. And that was the part that fucking made me mad. I was like, there's no need for you to double discipline him. So then, if you guys can remember that last year in June, I had really, 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 really bad pains in my breast, right? And my sister, we was at my niece's party. My niece was like, she wanted to have a sleepover with all her aunts and uncles. So I wasn't working. And I'm like, it will be beneficial for me because Kason could be around his cousins. So my sister intentionally goes like this to my titties. Okay, she went like this to my titties, and it sent like pain all through my body. Right? It sent pain all through my body, and I zapped the fuck out. I was like, why would you touch my titties if you know my titties hurt? Right? She was like, but like we're talking about it. She's like, but I really genuinely didn't remember that your boobs hurt. I said, how can you not remember that my boobs hurt? I kept talking about it, right? So I was like, that was it. I was like, and then I didn't tell y'all about this little incident or whatever. So at my brother cookout that he had the other day, Kason was being a little bit too excited or too much. So I tell people, because Kason and I are normally home. Kason don't really get to play with kids every day. In which, what kid will be okay with not playing with friends? I mean, kids all every day. So I was like, when he played with kids, he normally go overboard, right? So he was in the bouncy house, right? And in the bouncy house, my brother was like, Kason, get out, sit out for a minute. So my brother tried to pretty much let Kason sit, right? In which Kason didn't sit. So my mother went to Casey and tried to get Casey to sit down. So Kason didn't sit down. So that's when I got up, because Kason was wilding, and like he wasn't like intentionally doing it, but you know how like if you try to make a kid sit down, they're gonna like, no, no, no. So that was the point, because like I wasn't gonna get up and discipline him because my brother started it. So like people was looking for me to like finish it. I'm not finishing nothing. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to chill out. But when Kason was wallowing on my mother, I got up and I hit Casey, right? So I was like, yeah, when you had told me that I shouldn't have disciplined my son in front of my the other part of the family. Let's just say that the other part of the family. And I was like, the other part of the family. I said, it's no other part of the family. Like, it's a family, right? So she was like, you shouldn't discipline them in front of them. I'm like, why? Why wait till my baby go home? So then, we continue to talk. She was like, because I would love to be, close with everybody. I was like, I would love to be close with everybody too. I've been dying to have it, but I don't know. I think my mother had too many daughters. So, you know how like girls just don't get along in general because they always bumping heads. And I'm the girl that's in the background, and I just be looking like, I'm gonna let that slide because I just don't want to. I don't want to say nothing about it. I'm gonna let that slide because I don't want nothing to say about it. But remember, everything that you let slide is piling. Let's see, it's piling up, right? Can y'all see that thing? It's just piling up, piling up. It's piling up, right? So I'll be letting stuff slide, and I be letting stuff slide, and I be letting stuff slide, and then when the stuff start falling, I zap the hell out. And I'm looking like, I only zap out, maybe once or twice. But it's probably like been 3 times. But I was like, this is the same way that it goes with me and my son's father. I said, my son's father, he does stuff and it irritates me. And I normally, I say something about it. But like, I don't press him. But when it gets to the point where I'm at my boiling point, I fuss him out. Y'all have seen me fuss him out. Y'all see me get mad about my baby daddy, right? So anyway, I was like, it's the same thing. I said, I don't really like to. I really don't like to cause problems. I like to just sit in the bag, be able to observe. Let me talk to this person. Let me talk to that person. So then I was like, here it is. Everybody else got their ways of getting their anger and their frustrations out. One, you're being intimate with whoever you're being intimate with. I'm like, I don't do that. I don't do that. I said, oh yeah. Then I was like, you smoke weed. She was like, yeah, I do smoke weed. And like, it came out like she had a little attitude. I was like, yeah, you ain't gotta say it like that. But then I was like, some people drink. I said, that's not what I do. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't do nothing. Right. So she was like, yeah, you don't do nothing. And I'm looking like, at the end of the day, I like the fact that, I can say, hey, I'm not over here wasting my brain cells because my brain cells is already messed up. Right. So, she just was like, I wish the family was more organized. I'm like, it is. I mean, like, I don't know, like, everybody just have their falling outs, and like, I be just thinking, like, at the end of the day, when I'm stressed out, I just want to stay home. So she was like, why, if you was stressed out the other day, why you ain't stay home? I said, because I told our other sister that I was going to take her. I said, but from now on, I'm going to test, when I feel some type of way, right? I really believe that I'm not going to go places, because when I feel some type of way, it's something wrong. Like, my energy wasn't right. And y'all know, like, I keep talking about this because it keep coming up. Like, it keep coming up. When I tell y'all it keep coming up, I mean, it keep coming up. I wasn't, I'm sleepy, or I'm sleepy now. I wasn't to the point where I was about to fight, but I was to the point where, like, if you keep pushing me, I'm gonna push you out my face. Like, I'm gonna show you, like, get out my face, because that's how it was. Like, I was really, really, really to my boiling point. Like, I think everything that I was dealing with just like surfaced at one time, and it wasn't nice. It wasn't nice, and like, I just be looking like, I told her, I said, I think I'm gonna just stay to myself or whatever, and she was like, but that's not good, because you said, listen, for my peace, for my sanity, for my joy, I think it's good for me to stay home by myself. By myself. By myself. Say that with me. By myself. Right? I don't remember everything else we talked about. But we was on the phone for like a good 20, 25 minutes. And I was just looking like, what else I say? See, I was driving, so I don't remember. And like, now I'm tired. I got other videos in which I recorded. But like, you know how, like, well, I told y'all, like, I react, like, when I think I'm open them up anyway. I react freely. So like, when I react to something freely, it comes more off harshly. And like, sometimes, like, she was like, cause you need to sit back and think about what you want. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna sit back and think about nothing. I'm going to just, the same way how I talk on YouTube is the same way we'll talk. She was like, but everything shouldn't be on YouTube. I said, I'm not saying your name. They can figure out who the hell you are. Like, my brother's situation is kind of different, because he's just like, I just can't say my brother and like people not know which brother it is. Or Kendra or me could be like my baby sister. But baby sister is Kendra. I look like a junkie, y'all. Yeah. But I told her, I was like, oh, because I'm going to talk about you today on Facebook. I was like, I'm going to talk about you today on YouTube. Yes, I am. And I'm like, I'm going to say your name too. Big girl. Second number to big girl. I don't want to call you big girl, because, like, that was Kim. But like, she really was like really upset. She was like, because, and I was just like, well, how you know? She's like, because I watched your YouTube video. Thank you for watching my YouTube video. I appreciate you watching my video. But like, it's not like, when I post stuff on YouTube, it's this, YouTube is my personal vent section, right? I told my other sisters, I was like, like, for me, don't let people steal your energy. It's not worth it. No, I ain't gonna listen. I ain't let nobody steal my energy. I have a dysfunctional family. Everybody know that. Most families that have a lot of kids are dysfunctional, and I have one of the most dysfunctional family. Like, I love my family, right? But I be needing my space, right? So then my sister, hold on, wait, she was like, because you act like somebody gonna hurt Casey. I was like, what? She's like, you always act like you somebody was going. But I think with the whole New Year's thing and how I reacted, because let me tell you all something. I I go when I go from 1 or 0 to 1,000 quickly, but but when you put a case in the situation, I go to a trillion in like 0.0 seconds. Okay, 0.0 second. Like, it don't even take time to react. So she was like, "Yeah, because you act like people gonna hurt Casey." I'm like, "What you mean?" I said, like, when Casey was a baby, right? I'm not gonna sit here and lie to y'all. I was very, very, very particular about Casey, right? I was. I can't help it. He's my only child. I might not never have another one, right? So she was just like, "Cause ain't nobody gonna hurt him." Listen to me. Listen to me. I can send Casey to anybody house. Anybody house. I can send Casey with anybody, right? But I don't, right? So me saying that I can send Casey to anybody's house, I don't care who you are. My son is going to tell me about his day, no matter what. Okay, when I give y'all some examples. So when Casey was about 2 years old, he might have been 3, but I want to say Casey was 2, because we lived in my other apartment. He might have even been 1, but like, Casey has always had a palate where he could talk and express himself, right? So one day, him and his daddy is playing, and I told y'all this a whole lot. I told y'all this many, many times. So my baby daddy playing with Casey, right? And somehow my baby daddy hand might have touched Casey wee wee or something like that. Like, like you playing, like tussling around or whatever. And I don't know. I didn't see it, but I know it wasn't intentionally. I can tell you that it wasn't intentional. So Casey was like, "Mommy, Daddy touched my Peter Weeder." Right? "Mommy, tell Daddy don't touch my stick." But he don't say words that's not real. He says the words, right? So today, I asked Casey, I was like, "Casey, how was school?" He was like, "School was good." Okay, shut it off. Put Casey in the tub. He like, "Mommy, Miss Smith said, are you ready? Are you ready?" And I'm like, "Okay." So then he was like, "Mommy, I made a lot of new friends. Miss Smith told me yesterday I was going to make a lot of new friends. And she was right." He like, "Mommy, I did this, I did this, I did this, I ate this, I ate this." He's very, very detailed to be only 4 years old. So I know, like, if I send him somewhere and somebody mistreat him, I know how I have to, pretty much, like, react. I look like a chunky, y'all. I'm tired. I was going to eat some shrimps, right? I went and got some colossal shrimps from Walmart. But I was supposed to have some crabs, but they ended up not having none. So my thing is, what I think I might do in the morning is call the seafood spot and buy me some crabs. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Buy me some crabs, because that's what I want. And I was like, I wanted to go to Six Flags, but then my sister said she was gonna come over here, but I don't know if my sister gonna come over here, because she irritated me today. I told y'all, like, any video, I don't really care how y'all feel about. I really don't care how you guys feel about the videos. My videos are my videos, and if I record it, I'm going to post it. So she was just like, the video about my phone, I had told her, I was like, "Yeah, girl, I'm about to post that on YouTube." She would say, "But It's like you let him get your energy. I'm like, he not get my energy. I said, I don't pay attention to him. She was like, but like, it's like you letting him have power over you. I'm like, how? She's like, because you don't speak. I'm like, no, speaking is having, like, when you speak to somebody that you don't really like bang with, right? They take your energy, they take a piece of you every time you do it. And I'm like, it's an easy fix. All you gotta do is right your wrong, right your wrong by an apology, right? So I think what I'm gonna do, probably not today, because I don't want to. But in the days coming, I think I am going to write my father a letter, right? And I'm going to express myself to him. I feel like a junkie, y'all. I'm gonna express myself to him, and it'd be easier for me to write it, right? Versus talking, because when I talk and when I'm upset, I'm really, really loud. Like my sister, I'm like, cause you is loud. It's so many of y'all. I need to make sure y'all hear my motherfucking voice, right? I feel like I swear I didn't take nothing. I'm tired. I've been up since 6 o'clock this morning, but I think I'm gonna write him a letter and express, my issues, and I'm gonna be like, cause you hear this, you always winning the lottery, right? You don't never say send, huh? Send, huh? This. But like I think my biggest thing that I wish he could do for me is sit down and tell me why he did it, and be like, you know what, I fucked up. I'm sorry. Can you forgive me? I might be like, man, I'm like, man, F you, because my mouth is bad. And even though he's my father, I don't watch my mouth. I don't care. I'm 36 years old. I cuss if I don't want to cuss. But, yeah. But I want to tell y'all what I did today. I went to Walmart. I bought 6 cans of great value. I really felt like a fucking junkie. I'm ready to fall asleep. Look, y'all, look. Look. I'm going to do a seafood tomorrow. So, give me some questions. So, I'm going to do questions about, it's going to be a Q&A or mukbang, whatever you want to call it, in which I'm going to answer some questions. I said I might answer about 30 questions tomorrow. So, like, I want it to be based upon, or I wanted it to focus on family, right? So just ask any questions. So these are questions that I got. Let me see if I can read. I'm gonna read like 10 of them. Do you share the name with anybody else in your family? What was your what was your childhood nickname? Did you like it? What's your nickname now? Tell me a story or memory about your brothers or sisters. How do you feel about coming from a big family? What is a childhood lullaby or song that you remember? Favorite toy, first school, first job, first date, and this is way more than 10. Do you, did you ever meet any of your great grandparents? So, if you guys want some more questions, and I promise y'all, I'm gonna be rested tomorrow. Oh God, this don't make no sense. I feel like laying on the floor. Oh. But I'm going to sleep, y'all. I'm going to sleep. I'm really, really tired. I'm really, really tired. I will be back sometime tomorrow between, I don't know. It might be pre-recorded. So, like, if it's pre-recorded, it's going to be live. And then I'm just going to be like, here you go. But good night, guys. I'm sending we. And guess what? I am out. Oh, my God. I'm